We know it's coming. It's going to ignore the confusion, go for the rollout. That's got to be the quarterfinal. Down goes Shiny Charizard, and Lucario is going to the semi-finals. Welcome back to MetroMania. The quarterfinals are well underway, and last week Charizard bowed out of the competition, falling at the hands of Lucario, and now we have our first semi-finalist set. The semi-finals are going to be taking shape very, very shortly. We're going to find out our second semi-finalist in this battle as quarterfinal 2 kicks off with Noivern taking on Heracross. So here we go, Noivern versus Heracross. Look at that beautiful shiny right there. I'm really excited for this particular quarterfinal because these are two of my favorites in this competition. So I'm happy with either of these Pokemon going through. I know I got to be, unbiased or whatnot, so I'm not picking a side. But man, whoever goes through, I'm happy to see them against Lucario. That's going to be awesome, regardless of the outcome. Shiny Noivern starting things off with Fairy Lock, just to waste the first turn. If you're going to waste the turn, waste the first turn. Why not? Looks very pretty, looks better than the crashes that used to happen every time we used to use it back in the day. And now we see regular Noivern go for Nasty Plot. A Noivern with +2 special attack. Now that is something very, very dangerous. So I'm very excited. I'm buzzing. I'm very excited to see where this battle's going to go. Regular Heracross starting things off for its team with Pluck, so it's going to pluck away the Leper Berry of the regular Noivern while dealing a decent chunk of damage there as well. And then it's going to, of course, eat that Leper Berry, restore that 1 PP. Haha, PP, very funny. Over to Shiny Heracross now. Hit the subscribe button while this move takes place. See if you can do it quick enough before the move ends. Turn on all notifications and all that. We get a Psychic onto Noivern. Not a great deal of damage because, of course, Heracross not much of a special attacker, but does get the special defense drop, which may come into play later in the battle, I guess. I'm just so hyped. I'm so bloody hyped. Here comes Noivern. Noivern's going to go for Speed Swap, which is a really weird choice when you're the fastest thing on the field, but I guess it means that you can plan based on what your opponent does. But now Shiny Heracross is as fast as a Noivern, and Noivern is as fast as a Heracross. Here we see Retaliate from Shiny Noivern here onto the regular Heracross for a decent chunk of damage. Not bad at all. Chipping away at the HP of regular Heracross. And now Shiny Heracross follows up with a Razor Leaf, 4 times resisted by both the Flying and Dragon type Pokemon there. So not a great deal of damage at all. I will say though, these two Pokemon are fairly fragile, especially Noivern. And both of them have a 4 times weakness. Here's a 2 times weakness. Fairy Wind from Heracross onto regular Noivern there, putting it into the yellow, less than half its max HP. So things not looking so fresh for the Noivern team right now. And now we have the Shiny Heracross, who's going to fire off a Fusion Flare. Speaking of fire, that's going to be not very effective. How much damage will it do? I expect minimal damage on that Shiny Noivern. Barely a few hit points there taken away. So now over to Shiny Noivern to follow up, maybe fire back. Goes for Growl, going to lower the attack stat of both the Heracross there by 1 stage apiece. And the attack stat is the Heracross bread and butter. So that's a great move right there. Great kind of defensive tactic, if you like. Here we see Astonish from the regular Noivern onto the Shiny Heracross there, just chipping away gently, softly. And now regular Heracross is going to fire back with Wood Hammer, again 4 times resisted, so not going to do a lot of damage there, especially at -1 attack. Just chipping away at that regular Noivern. Regular Noivern is in a dangerous place, but also with moves like that, it probably doesn't need to really worry that much. But now we have Shiny Noivern starting off the next turn with Stuffed Cheeks. It's going to eat its Leper Berry, which is going to increase its defense by 2 stages. That's a great idea there. Obviously restore its PP as well, but it also means that, it may run out of PP later. Haha, PP, very funny. But a +2 defense with -1 attack on the Heracross there. That's a great choice by Noivern. But now Shiny Heracross goes for Coil, raises its attack back up, and its defense, and its accuracy, all by 1 stage. So it's back to its regular attack stat now. And here comes Noivern with the Sucker Punch. That doesn't work in Metronome battles, my friend. That's a bad move. So over to regular Heracross, who is going to go for Seismic Toss for a guaranteed 50 hit points of damage. Depending which Noivern it's on, this could be detrimental. It's on the weaker Noivern there, and takes it down. The 50 hit points were more than enough to take down that Noivern. We've got just the Shiny Noivern versus both the Heracross. Everybody that is on the field, though, looking quite healthy right now. So Shiny Heracross will start off the next turn because it's still on the field as fast as a Noivern. Goes for close combat. That's going to be resisted, but it is going to be same type attack bonus. But of course, the +2 defense on that Noivern really paying dividends as well as its resistance there. Down goes the defense and special defense. So its special defense is down by 1, but its defense is back to normal. And now we see Toxic from Shiny Noivern onto the regular Heracross there. Slowly going to whittle away the HP of regular Heracross turn after turn. Brilliant play when you're against 2 opponents. If you can do something that will debilitate the opponent over time, great choice. We see Thunder Wave, though, firing back with a status of its own. Going to paralyze, well, just say Noivern because it's the only Noivern on the field. The only Noivern on the field is now paralyzed. That is not good for Shiny Noivern right now. What's it going to do going forward? It really, I mean, this battle could end in a second if this Noivern rolled Air Cutter, because that would be 4 times effective on both Heracross with Noivern's special attack behind it. We see Throat Chop from Heracross. No signature Boom Burst coming out from this Noivern. No sound-based moves for a couple of turns there. And now regular Heracross goes for Minimize, making itself even harder to hit. That's a great play. The Heracross team have really got this Noivern cornered right now. This Noivern needs to take out one of these Heracross ASAP to try and even things up. Goes for a nasty plot of its own like its partner Pokemon did earlier, raising its special attack by 2 stages. This Noivern is at +2 defense and +2 special attack, and that is pretty scary. Heracross taking some damage from that Toxic, that bad dose of poison, which is going to get worse and worse over time. Here's Shiny Heracross, though, to start things off for the next turn. And the Metronome selected Drain Punch. Again, same type attack bonus. Not very effective, though. So going to put Shiny Noivern down to less than half its max HP. Going to restore a little bit of HP to that Heracross. Not quite enough to put it back at full HP, though. And now regular Heracross is following up. And it's going to go for Thunderfang, which will be neutral damage on the already paralyzed Shiny Noivern. Chipping away at it. It's fully paralyzed Noivern, so it can't move this turn. This is the undoing, I think, for the Noivern team in this round. They may have to just call it a night and accept the defeat in this round. I mean, it could turn around at any moment, though. That's the beauty of Metronome battles. We could get a Horn Drill followed by a Sheer Cold, for all we know, from Noivern. Grudge from Shiny Heracross. Honestly, waste of a turn. Like, that's going to, that's really going to give Noivern a moment to try and, like, work on a comeback. We have Heracross going for Dragon Rush, though. That's going to be super effective. Let's see how much Noivern's defense helps it out. Helped out massively, to be fair. I think that Heracross is also still at -1 attack, so it was a very much reduced Dragon Rush. But Noivern is in the danger zone. Heracross is dangerously close to the danger zone because of that toxic damage taking effect each and every turn that goes by. We've got Shiny Heracross starting off the next turn, getting very lucky on the speed tie with Noivern. Going for Tailwind, going to guarantee that it's going to move first for the foreseeable future, because now it's faster. Now the opposing team has their speed increased. Here comes the regular Heracross now, who's going to go for Reversal. And how much damage will that do? I believe that's resisted by... Yeah, it is. It's a fighting type move. I get Reversal and Retaliate mixed up. Retaliate's a normal type move, I believe. Here is Noivern with Steel Wing, though, onto the regular Heracross there. And it doesn't quite take it out of contention, but that toxic damage will do that and finish the job for Noivern. So now it's down to 1 apiece. Shiny Noivern versus Shiny Heracross. But Shiny Heracross is definitely in the driver's seat. It's practically at full health. And Noivern is practically fainted with just 9 hit points. So Shiny Heracross going to start off this turn. Of course, oh, yeah, Noivern's paralyzed as well. That's why Heracross moved earlier. But the Tail Slap's going to be it. So Noivern will go down. And let's hear from our lovely sponsors.
That's right, everybody, it's time to talk about GFuel once again. GFuel, for those who don't know, is an energy formula with barely any calories, 0 sugar, and a whole heap of wonderful flavors like raspberry iced tea that I am drinking today. Now, you know me, I'm a sucker for raspberry. Raspberry is the superior fruit. I don't care if you think it's a fruit or a berry or whatever, it doesn't matter. All I know is raspberry iced tea is amazing because iced tea flavors are banging. GFuel's banging, everything's banging. Why aren't you banging? I mean, it's not always in your control, but you know what is in your control? You can use code ACE and get yourself 10% off GFuel. And that is bloody banging. Oh, that is bloody wonderful. Go get yourself some GFuel today, and when you do, use code ACE and you'll save 10% at least off your order. Remember though, GFuel is for over 18s only because children don't need to be anywhere near caffeine. They're annoying enough as it is, and because it contains caffeine, just drink it responsibly. Don't be a dickhead.
And we are back with round 2. Noivern is trailing 0-1. Heracross very much has the advantage. If Heracross wins this round, It goes through to the semi-finals to face Lucario, and we go to a Pride round to see if Noivern can leave with its Pride. If Noivern wins this round, we go to the sudden death third round, where whichever Pokemon wins that round goes through to the semi-finals to fight Lucario. So there's everything to play for in this round. Healing Wish is going to fail from the regular Noivern there. So over to Shiny Noivern to try and mount some offense. Goes for Flying Press onto, which of the Heracross there? Onto the Shiny Heracross for a super effective hit. Almost half its HP gone on that first turn. Great start by the Noivern team there, apart from that little hiccup. Here's Revenge from Heracross onto the Shiny Noivern there for a good chunk of damage. Good starting chip. And now Shiny Heracross will follow up, and what is on its mind right now? It's going to go for Encore, but that's going to fail because everyone's going to use Metronome. Anyway, Numbnuts, well done. Silly Billy right there. Over to Shiny Noivern to start off the next turn. And Shiny Noivern is going to go for Feather Dance and reduce the attack of, I believe, the Shiny Heracross there by 2 stages. Down it goes. So that Heracross is very much crippled right now. There's not a lot it can do with -2 attack. Double kick from Noivern, gonna be resisted by Shiny Heracross, but brings it down to less than half its max HP. They are working on systematically deconstructing the Shiny Heracross there. And then I guess they'll focus on the regular Heracross, who's gonna go for Gravity and bring everything to the ground for a little bit. So Gravity has intensified right now. Noivern and Shiny Noivern are basically just Dragon types at this point, I guess, but still retain their weaknesses that they would get as a flying type, I guess. And here's Light Screen, reducing the power of those special moves from the Noivern team. So that's actually a great play there by Shiny Heracross, because if you can defend yourself against special moves, then you're basically nullifying Noivern's entire arsenal. Although Seismic Toss says otherwise, because that's a guaranteed 50 hit points, putting Shiny Heracross in the danger zone. I will shut my mouth. Thank you very much, Shiny Noivern. And regular Noivern's going to go for Sleep Powder onto the Shiny Heracross there, going to put it asleep. So not only is it in the danger zone, but now it's a sitting duck on the field, not going to be able to do anything for the foreseeable future unless it can find a way to wake itself up from whatever dream it's dreaming right now. And now we see regular Heracross going to go for Recover, but its HP's full. That's a wasted turn right there. So not a good turn for the Heracross team. Now we'll see the Noivern team start things off once again for this next turn. Shiny Noivern's going to go for a Light Screen of its own. I mean, Heracross isn't particularly specially proficient, but now it's even less specially proficient because its special attacks are going to do basically naff all. And now we see Incinerate, which will be super effective from the regular Noivern there. Big damage. Well, I say big damage. Big damage to the Shiny Heracross. Takes it down. Burns up the leper berries of both Pokemon, but also regular Heracross actually resisted it quite well. Even though it was super effective, of course, that Light Screen paying off a lot there. We see Bite from Heracross, though, onto the regular Noivern. A big chunk of damage there for just a Bite attack, but that's just a testament to how weak the Noivern's defensive stats are. Let's hope they don't get hit by an Ice-type move, because that would be all over, much in the same way a Flying-type move will end Heracross. And now we see Pin Missile from Shiny Noivern. Not going to be very effective there, but we get the 1 hit, we get the 2 hits, we get 3 hits. Are we going to get 4? We're getting the 4th. Are we getting the Quinfector? We are! 5 hits of Pin Missile there, chipping away at the HP of the lone Heracross on the field. And now we see regular Noivern following up with double hit, so we're guaranteed 2 hits here. There's the first, and there's the second, slowly whittling away Heracross. What's Heracross going to do in response? Let's find out together, shall we? It's going to go for Self-Destruct. It says, screw this battle, I'm out. Is that going to be enough to take down the Noivern team, though? It's not, so we are going to a 3rd round. It's going to be 1 apiece to Noivern and to Heracross there. I guess if that would have been Explosion, I think it would have knocked out the 2 Noivern, and Heracross would have fainted last, which would have technically meant that it won, even though it did faint. But unfortunately, for the Heracross team, didn't do enough damage, so we are down to a 1 apiece setting. It's now sudden death. Whoever wins this round goes through to face Lucario in the semi-finals. So here comes Noivern starting things off with Mean Look, which is a stupid move because nobody can escape these battles anyway. But way to waste your turn, Noivern. Good job. Over to Shiny Noivern. Can it follow up? Can it make up for that mistake there? Goes for Happy Hour and just celebrates being in the 3rd round and still being in this competition. I guess just showing respect to the Heracross that threw the last round, maybe. So here's regular Heracross going with Skill Swap. What is happening right now? So it's going to swap the Swarm ability for the telepathy ability. That's actually quite a good play, because now any spread moves that damage everybody on the field by Shiny Heracross won't affect the regular Heracross, so not a bad play right there. We see extra sensory from Shiny Heracross to start things off. I guess it kind of looks like a psychic type when it's pink, and it does a little bit of chip damage there. A decent chunk of it, to be fair. That's like, what, an eighth of Noivern's HP taken off there? And now Noivern will follow up, though, starting off this turn with Fiery Dance, which will be super effective on whichever Heracross it lands on. I believe it only hits one. It does! Big damage there to Shiny Heracross. Big damage. Now over to Shiny Noivern to see what it's going to do as a follow-up there. Goes for Thunder Punch. Not going to do a great deal of damage because it's a physical move from a Noivern, but good enough damage there on that regular Heracross, but doesn't get the paralysis. But regular Heracross is going to go Dragon Rush, which it used earlier in the battle. Earlier in the competition, I should say. Huge damage, massive damage to Shiny Noivern there. Disgusting damage, putting Shiny Noivern very close to the danger zone. Here's a Flower Shield, but it fails from the Shiny Heracross there. Lucky for Shiny Noivern, who's sitting at 34 hit points right now. Things are looking dangerous. Regular Noivern's going to start the next turn off with Agility and increase its speed. I guess it's protecting itself in case the other team uses Tailwind again, maybe? Maybe that's the thinking. Who knows? Answers on a postcard. Or the answer is just, it's Metronome, you fool. Thank you. And over to Shiny Noivern, who's going to go for Shore Up, which is a great play there. Restoring 50% of its max HP. Shades of Sandygast and Palossand right there. Putting itself right back into contention. No worries of being knocked out very easily at all now. We see Dragon Darts, though. That might completely undo that. One hit on the Shiny Noivern, back down to 52 hit points now. And then a big hit as well, putting regular Noivern down to less than half its max HP. Great choice of spread move there by the regular Heracross. Here comes Shiny Heracross, though, with Vice Grip. Spelt wrong, mate. Absolutely spelt wrong. Sort your game out. Which is going to do a good chunk of damage there to the regular Noivern. The Noivern team are now looking to be in a very difficult position. But now we have Noivern starting off the next turn. What is it going to do? It's going to go for Scratch Attack, which is actually a move that Noivern can learn, I believe. Putting Shiny Heracross just under half its max HP. And now Shiny Noivern will follow up with Tickle, because that's going to, actually, to be fair, that will reduce some stats. Some important stats of Heracross there. I believe attack and defense by one stage apiece. Down goes the attack, down goes the defense. Apparently bugs are ticklish. Who knew? And now we have Shiny Heracross, who's going to fire back with a Horn Leech. 4 times resisted, though, so not going to do a great deal of damage there. Shiny Noivern hanging on at 41 hit points. And there's the little bit of HP restoring, which doesn't quite put Shiny Heracross back into the green. But now we have regular Heracross, who's going to go for a no retreat, which is completely no worries there. It locks itself into the battle, but it couldn't escape anyway, and just raises all of its stats. Attack, defense, special defense, and speed by one stage apiece. It's just a great move to use in Metromania. If you roll no retreat, you are sitting pretty and having a good time. Of course, that completely nullifies the effects of the Tickle from before as well. Here we have Magic Powder from Noivern onto the regular Shiny Heracross there, making it a Psychic type. Hey, I said it looked like a Psychic type, and now it is. That's fantastic. That's made my day. Here's Hold Back, which won't knock anything out by the regular Heracross, but does put regular Noivern into the danger zone. Shiny Noivern now is going to follow up with Defog and lower the evasiveness of the regular Heracross there. So it's going to be more likely to be hit by attacks with lower accuracy. And now we have the Psychic type Shiny Heracross. Going for Earth Power doesn't affect either of the Noivern there. It went for the Shiny Noivern, but wouldn't have affected either of them anyway, because they're both flying types. And I think Gravity's back to normal at this point. I think that was the previous battle with the Gravity. Regular Noivern goes for Iron Defense. At this stage, it's probably too little too late. I would worry about restoring your HP rather than putting your defense up by 2 stages, but you do you, boo, I suppose. Now, regular Heracross. Oh, yeah, because he's got the speed increase, is going to go for Dazzling Gleam! Dazzling Gleam! That's it! It's over! That's going to take both the Noivern out, and the Heracross team, just like that, are in the semi-finals, facing Lucario. That's amazing! That ended out of nowhere! What an incredible play to end this amazing quarterfinal of Metromania. Well done to the Heracross team. They move on to the semi-finals, I should say, to take on Lucario. Of course, we've got another semi-final to decide, so we'll find out the first of our semi-final 2 entrants with Nidoking taking on Scizor.
So thanks for watching this episode of Metromania. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new, hit the subscribe button. Share the video with a friend. Head to twitch.tv/AceTrainLiam for all of my live streams. And of course, use code ACE to save yourself money on your GFuel order. But until next time, I'm Ace Trainer Liam. Keep on training.